the light on. Hi, how you doing guys? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button. Please do subscribe. It's Sunday morning and glorious sunshine outside. Bright sunshine on a Sunday morning and it's absolutely boiling hot. It's boiling. I've never known it for the past few days to be as hot as this with brilliant sunshine. Max, come on. So, good morning everybody. Before I tell you what happened yesterday, let's carry on. Alexa, what's the time please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:30 a.m.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 2002, crime drama The Wire debuted on HBO. Often named one of the greatest shows of all time, it probably didn't do much for tourism in Baltimore.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Sunday, the 2nd of June.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Where does a polar bear keep its money? In a snowbank.
And Alexa, whose birthday is it today? Alexa, whose birthday is it today? Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include Fox News Channel television show host Jeanine Pirro, actress and rapper from New York Aquafina, Brazilian-American actress Morena Baccarin, African-American philosopher and political/civil rights activist Cornel West, and American actor Justin Long.
So once again, good morning everybody, the 2nd of June and the sun is shining here in Rochester. So last night, we've got the dogs barking now. Max, every time I open the balcony window, stop it, right now. Right, somebody's dog started barking. Max went out to investigate and he went to join in. I think that was next door actually. Anyway, let's forget that. Good morning again. So we're going back to yesterday. So yesterday, I don't normally go out in the evening. I don't go to pubs or clubs or anything like that. So yesterday afternoon, I just went out. We went out with somebody. We had a ride to Upnor Castle in the dark. I've not seen Upnor Castle in the dark before. No, I've seen Upnor Castle during the day. As you've seen before in my videos, I've done a video and told people about going to Upnor Castle. So my son and his girlfriend came down to see me, and then didn't stay with me, by the way. They've got their own accommodation. So my son and his girlfriend came down to see me yesterday evening. Now I was walking around the field with Max, and as you know, I haven't been feeling up to scratch for the past few days. I've been feeling depressed and a bit low. So it was nice to have someone come to see me. So my son and his girlfriend picked me up outside the flats yesterday evening, and my son said, "Where should we go?" And it was later in the evening, so everybody would have gone out to pubs and clubs, so it was later on. And obviously my son and his girlfriend wanted to settle in, so they took me for a drive, and I was taken to Upnor Castle in the dark. And my dad took me to Upnor Castle many years ago, about 2008 or 9 or 10, and he took me for a drink in a pub at Upnor Castle, and we walked past that, and my dad bought me, I think it was I had lager with 1664. I don't drink alcohol at all now. It disagrees with me. You won't find me drinking alcohol. So my dad took me so we walked past the pub, and we just wanted to have a look at the castle in the dark, basically. So we walked up north's got some really nice picturesque streets and houses. So we walked down one path, and the looking over the river at the night sky was lovely, absolutely lovely. And I saw the outside of the castle. Obviously it was shut, the doors were shut, the gates were shut. So we went for another walk in the dark, down this dark alley, down a dark path, and I could hear this dog barking. And we were just going for a walk. I mean, my son was in front of me, I was in the middle, his girlfriend was behind me, and obviously we needed lights to walk down this dark street, so my son had his torchlight on, his girlfriend had her torchlight on behind me, and we came out to a road, there was nothing there, so we went back. There's not really much nightlife in Upnor apart from a couple of pubs, and my son doesn't drink and I don't drink, so very nice houses lit up, people enjoying themselves, singing, drinking. We went past one guy's house and he was sat there on his sofa with his feet up, and my son said that looked like his dad watching the telly. And then we went back to the car, and my son was obviously showing his girlfriend all around Medway because she doesn't live here, and he was giving her like a tour of the places around Medway. So we went through Gillingham, and we went through Chatham, and we went through Medway, the Medway towns in the dark. And we went past the KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, with Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders has the face of an old man with a beard and glasses. And we saw Domino's Pizza. We saw all the takeaways. We went past all the takeaways. Now, remember it's late at night. I don't eat late at night anyway, and my son and his girlfriend had eaten already, and they didn't want to eat anything either. So none of us was hungry, but we went past all these takeaways, and my son had suggested before we met up that maybe I'd like a hot chocolate, and the only takeaway place that is open nearly all day and night is McDonald's. So we ended up, it's very hot this morning. Everybody's got up early. It's very hot. It's very hot. So we ended up at McDonald's in Strood, the drive-in, and it was absolutely packed about 10:30, 11:15. It was absolutely packed. McDonald's in Strood. So I didn't get any hot chocolate. My son drove past my road, and this white car with an Asian driver suddenly stopped dead to a halt without indicating, and my son nearly reversed into it. So my son hooted his horn. We went past the car, my son turned back, and then my son dropped me off outside my block of flats, and him and his girlfriend drove off. And I came back into the flat, right, and it was dead quiet. I didn't hear any neighbours at all, nothing. And then when I started to make myself a cup of coffee, they started banging about slightly next door. And I didn't think I was going to get any sleep at all. I didn't think I was going to get any sleep at all. And then suddenly, because I'd been walking on my feet, we walked quite far, I was tired. So eventually I went to sleep, gone 12, and there was no incidences of next door going up and down with lights or anything, so I went to sleep. And my son had a really, really strong air freshener in his car. I think it was coconut smell. So my nose is a bit like itchy. It's itchy, it's like itchy up my nose. So my nose is like tingly and itchy this morning. So, like I said, we went to Upnor in the dark, which is different. Upnor in the dark is very, very different. It is. Just watering my plants. Some windmills. And remember that everybody in my life wants to make me cross and angry. So everybody is up first thing in the morning on a Sunday, and we've got loads of dogs barking. So I've got up, I'm tired. I got to bed after 12. I did get some sleep. I'm not cross. I feel like spaced out. My nose is tingling, so I'm not cross. I just went out there to retrieve my dog off the balcony, and I heard a door slam loud behind my back like my mother does. My son had said to me, "Are you seeing your mother tomorrow?" And I said, "No." I said, "No, I'm not." He said, "Well, you usually see your mum on a Sunday." I said, "No, I used to, but I don't see my mum on a Sunday. I've been seeing my mum on a Friday." So again, trying to make me cross people, letting their dogs bark at me, being rude and nasty to me, thinking I'm going to go up to my mother's today. Well, I'm not. And as for money, I've got money, and I'm going to use money to make my life better. And I've told everybody that I want to get myself like a little office desk with a computer, a little computer or a tablet and a keyboard, a computer office chair, a computer table, and a little Wi-Fi printer. And I want to have a little office in my home, and see if I can get a book of my poetry published instead of listening to this incessant bullying, harassment, and nasty people, jealous people, trying to stop me what I'm doing so that I don't progress in life. And I said that in the last video, and that is what this is all about. Keeping me controlled, keeping me away from other people so that they can manipulate, control, make me feel horrible about myself, so I stay all my life stuck in a cage indoors, not being able to do anything apart from listen to their and they're bungle. And bungle means rubbish to me. You know, they're bungle, they're crap. They will never progress in life. They will never be anybody because they're too interested in trying to cage me, shut me up, so that they can hide their guilty filth. And I'm going to continue to carry on and dress how I want to, not how they want me to, and hopefully get my poetry book published, because that's what I would like to do. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't become a famous book. It doesn't matter if it doesn't reach the shop shelves. If one person buys my poetry book, then I've accomplished something. Do you understand? So your hatred, your bullying, your crap is not going to affect me as the way it was before, because I am not going to let it. A dog barks. Right? What I say to this crap when they just set dogs on me, get them jumping up at their fences when I walk past, is dogs were barking before any of these idiots were born, before any one of these idiots owned a dog. Before I was born, dogs were about. So cut the crap, get on with your life, don't act stupid, because it's irrelevant. Their shit is irrelevant to me. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
After that, and you get a result about another month after that. And we have done all of this for you, James, in 24 hours. And he said, and that's the problem. By the time I see people, they could be already...
But why can't the NHS, that question from one of our listeners, why can't the NHS match private for speed? You know, why? I mean, when I had an MRI done on my spine, the lady that did the MRI told me there and then whether the problem was existent or not. And I didn't have to wait a month. It's
I agree. He said to me, it's so frustrating because all we're doing is keeping everything going. I think that basically it's not fit for purpose anymore, and it's got nothing to do with the money that's thrown at it. I think it can't be fit for the purpose.
But we still spend less per capita on our healthcare than many European countries. So we talk about throwing money at it, but we're not throwing anywhere near as much as many European countries. And yet that's always been here. We can't keep throwing money at it. And that's just not true. The only time the NHS got a significant bounce was after COVID. And in fact, in the years leading up to COVID, we were starting to drift quite seriously against Europe in terms of how much money we were putting into our health service. So you say it's not about the money, and yet demonstrably, we don't put as much money in as we used to, and results in the NHS are getting worse. So maybe they are related. James, lovely talking to you. Glad you're on the mend. I've just remembered. It's Sunday, so we'll have more of your calls after the break, plus your weekly dose of personal finance from our very own Abby Foster. You're listening to Matthew Wright on LBC. Time for the latest headlines from Jenny Busby.
There are claims this morning that Sir Keir Starmer is offering some left-leaning MPs a place in the House of Lords to stand down. Two members of the Israeli coalition government have threatened to quit if the Prime Minister agrees to a ceasefire deal in Gaza. And Boeing's latest attempt to launch astronauts into space has ended in failure because of a last-minute problem. It's a warm, sunny day for most, cloudier in the north and a high of 24 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Anne-Marie Walsh. The M2 is closed westbound for weekend roadworks at Junction 2 for Rochester. There is diversion route in place via the exit and entry slip roads. The Blackwall Tunnel is closed southbound for weekend roadworks. Delays are expected in the area. On the Isle of Dogs, East Ferry Road is closed both ways for a police investigation between West Ferry Road and Chapel House Street. The A4 in Cranford is partially blocked eastbound between Harlington Corner and the Parkway because of an accident. On the tubes, the Central Line isn't running between North Acton and West Ruislip. That's because of engineering works. And on the trains, Thameslink have no service between Shortlands and Orpington.
This is LBC.
Here at Win Plus, our big prize winners can never believe their luck.
Is it a winder?
And
Right, guys, it's a brilliant, hot, sunshiny day. And these bullies need to focus on themselves and their lives, not mine. Because I don't focus on their lives, I'm not interested in them. See you later.